What's going on, assassins? We are closing up our Taco Tuesday Trifecta. We are taking out two gods. One, our normal mode god, is going to be Sobek. And the second one, Anubis, is going to be our hard mode god, which means that he's going to be about 3 levels higher than we are. So, how do we take them out? What are we getting? I have all these answers and more. I'm Dark Shard of the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So like I said, Sobek is going to be our normal mode god, which means he's going to be the same level as you are. And he's about mid-tier. I always put them in rank from easiest to hardest. Anubis is the easiest, then Sobek, and then Sekhmet. Alright, and that's regardless of whether they're hard mode or easy mode. Now, as with all the gods, we're aiming for his chest. We have some gear that will actually give us some health as we hit him, because we're going to be losing health left and right as we're running around this little arena here. You want to keep circling and just aiming for his chest while you're doing this. Now, the reason for that, you want to keep it a somewhat tight circle, because if not, what's going to end up happening is you're going to leave the arena and you're going to have to do this all over again. About a quarter of his life, he's going to start bringing out these other guys that are going to help out, and we're going to take them out. They take out his life as well. Every time you see a little bag like that, try to pick it up as best you can. We're going to run around. We're going to keep avoiding these little fissures he's got in the ground there. We're going to avoid those walls that he puts out. He'll shoot a whole bunch of arrows. See that wall of rocks that came for me? We're going to do the fissures again. Here we go. Keep moving. Try to avoid it as best you can. Once that chest piece disappears, and you're about halfway. We're going to take him out. And the other thing is that those hazards that he puts out, like the ground fissures and the wall, and even the arrows that he shoots, all that stuff not only will hurt you, it will also hurt his minions that he brings out. So you could use that to your advantage if you're trying to... Oh, here come the arrows. You can use that to your advantage if you're trying to kind of fight him, avoid him, or what have you. Now, I ran out of arrows. I got to use my other bow. And this one actually does more damage, but it wastes the arrows quicker. And it also does the same thing where it just takes energy from the enemies and gives it to me. The weapons as well. And I've got all these weapons, and I believe the bows as well, I got in these god fights. They're actually gifts from the gods after you win their fight. Now, if you don't have anything like that, you want to get other weapons that kind of have like a bite or some poison, something that has like bleeding on hit. Stuff like that will actually do a lot of damage. It'll give you the same effect. It'll just kill them fast. That's what you want. You want to kill them as quickly as possible. So now Sobek is done. I got 1,000 XP for killing the god. I get 250 drachmi, and then for the armor, they give me another 1,000 XP. So I'll take that, and I'll go fight Anubis now. Anubis is, let's see, Sobek is going to be over here in this region. The Heracleon Gnome, it's over on the upper right-hand side, and in the left-hand side, I'd say around the middle, over by Siwa, your starting area, he's over here in the Great Sand Sea, so that's where we're going next. So now we're in the Great Sand Sea, and we're going to take out Anubis. And again, Anubis is going to be 3 levels higher than your level. Now, I'm level 55, which is the highest level you can be, which means he is level 58. If you were level 40, he would be level 43, and so on. So as you can see, this is why I have these arrows, this bow and arrows. As you can see, I took some damage, and in hitting him with this stuff, it actually heals me a bit. Now he hit me with a double whammy. He got both his minions up, and he also hit me with like that wall of smoke. We want to avoid this because those little fissures grow, and we want to take out all his guys as quickly as possible. Just like with Sobek, killing these guys actually harms him, and they can also be harmed by any of his hazards that he puts out. We'll collect these bags so I don't run out of any arrows any quicker. We'll keep this moving. Again, you want to make sure that you're going in a nice tight kind of circle, so that way you could get him and not go out of the arena. Otherwise, you go out of the arena, you're going to start all over again. So there we go. His minions are coming up. Take them out as quickly as possible. And he's got one of the trickier minion groups. There we go. We want to get out of that circle. He's got one of the trickier minion groups. See, look at that. Those dogs just ran over his guys. And killed his guys, too. Killed them both. Look at that. As far as minions go, like, because his hazards are so weird looking, sometimes you can get them caught behind a wall. Like that big wall of smoke that he puts up. Sometimes I'll just run around to avoid that wall and not even realize that I missed one of his minions. So now here he has these jackals, these zombie jackals. This is how you know you're close to the end with him. Again, these guys are also affected by these hazards. And as you can see, losing health, so really important that I have this gear. See how that jackal was hiding behind one of those things? And then look, this guy's right here in the middle of that smoke. Normally I'll miss that, which really stinks. There we go. So we got them all. If you all of a sudden see that, like, you're moving around and he's still got no bubble on his chest, that means that you missed somebody. You got to go look for him. It gets to be a pain. Well, there we go. So we got him. Again, a lot of gear that you need. You need something. If you don't have any of the healing items like I have, I'll show you other things. So here we go. Another 1,000 for killing him, 250 for payment, another 1,000 because I've already got the gear. And now we'll just take a look at some of the gear I honestly want to show you. So this gear right here, I get both of these from the god fights, and as you can see, health for critical, health on hit, bleeding on block, health on hit, health on hit. If you don't have anything like that that has health on hit, you definitely want to look for something like this, where on fire, that'll start ranged hit multiplier. That stuff will actually do like a lot. Sleep on hit is not going to help you out, but health on hit, anything fire, poison on hit, that's all going to help out a lot, because what that's going to do is that's going to heal you, or it's going to kind of destroy them faster, take the enemy out faster if they're on fire, if they're poison, etc. So make sure that you've got that, something like that. All right, you're going to need it. Now, the day's not over. Let's go find Reda. Reda would be in every major city, every major town. You'll find him. And this is his setup. Pretty wild. It's got the shield from Valhalla. This axe from Valhalla. A couple other weapons from various games. It's kind of cool. So anyway, what he would do, you would come over to him and you could make a purchase of a Heka chest. Or he would give you a quest.
For the village, of course, not because he is one of my informants.
The quest would be one of many. There'd be like 6 different kinds. you would have to go, you would have to locate people. And here, you could also check his Heka chest. You could make a purchase of carbon crystals, which are materials for crafting. You don't really need these because you find plenty throughout the game. And then you could also get a Heka chest. A Heka chest is basically like a gambling tool. You pay 3,000 drachmi, and there's a possibility that you'll get a legendary or epic item. He will also give you a legendary or epic item if you complete his daily quest. Now, let's see. This daily quest is a little bit far, so I'll go to it and then bring you guys in. Now, locating the missing worker is one of the rare occasions where you're gonna go, you're gonna find the target or perform whatever, and then you're gonna go back to Reda to report.
Yeah, he's Reda's man. Dead.
Now, we don't have to report back to Reda in the same city. We can report back to Reda wherever. So Reda's closest over here. This is where we'll be going. We landed right next to Reda, and we'll talk to him. 1,500 XP plus a Heka chest for free. And it was just an epic item. In this game, legendaries were better than epics. So we could go and we could actually talk to him and sell off all our excess weaponry. Sometimes we'll get doubles. We'll get some of this gear, which is going to be the same. You'll see that this is level 52. If he gives me another one, it will turn out to be level 55, because there was no way to actually get any of this gear and level it up yourself. You actually have to get duplicates of it, and it has to be level 55. So there we go. I'll get rid of all this other junk. Anyway, that's all there is to that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. I hope you enjoyed this Taco Tuesday Trifecta, and I hope to see you next week when I do it again. Till then, take care, be good.